Hello and welcome to another video of data analysis series. Today we are going to learn about data cleaning. In the previous video we learned about how to merge multiple data files together. So now we are going to learn about data cleaning. Why do we perform data cleaning? Because there are chances that when you combine multiple files together and you get information from different sources, so there is a possibility that you might have data issues, right? Such as there could be null values in data, or there could be inconsistent values in certain columns, or some data types of columns might not be correct. There could be negative values or any value that is not appropriate for certain column. There could be some duplicate rows as well. So we need to verify all these columns, and we have to look, is there any issue in the data? If there is one or more issues, we need to remove those issues first. And then once we prepare a clean and accurate data set, then we perform data analysis so that it could give us appropriate information, or the information that is really useful. If the data is garbage and if there are issue with the data, so and then you perform data analysis on incorrect or inaccurate data, the results could be useless. So let's import pandas library. Now let's read data from master CSV file that we prepared by combining multiple files. So we name it sales master equals to pd.read CSV. So we are going to import this sales master datasets.csv file inside the sales master data frame. Now let's see what we have inside this data frame. .info. So we have information about the sales ID, sales date, customer name, city, and product category, quantity, price, and discount. So if you see here, we have sales date, but its data type is incorrect. Its data type should be date or date time, right? And also see here, this is unnecessary column. When you have data in data frame and you export that to CSV file, it creates a column using the index values. So we need to remove this column, sales master dot drop columns equals to. So we need to drop and then save this data back to our sales master data frame. Okay. Now let's see what we have in columns. Sales master dot columns. You can call columns to check what are the columns inside this data frame. Okay. So now we don't have any column with the name unnamed 0. Okay. Now let's check the data inside this data frame using the head function. This will give us first 5 rows so that we could have idea about the data. If you see here, we have date time values, right? But the data type was showing as a string. We need to correct that as well. And now let's see some stats about this data frame. We are going to use describe function. This will give us some statistical values about this data frame. This is going to give you the count, mean, standard deviation, maximum value, first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. So these are the ranges of the values for first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. So if you see here, we have negative values inside discount. We also have negative value inside quantity, that is the minimum value. We have minimum value as 0 inside price. So it means we have incorrect values in some of the columns, right? If you want to see all the columns or objects, you can call include equals to all. So now this will give you stats about the columns that are not numeric. Okay, this also shows that there are null values inside different columns, right? We have null values inside customer name, city, country name, product name, and also we got the idea that the numeric columns have incorrect values inside the quantity, price, and discount. So it means the dataset contains null values as well as inappropriate values for certain columns, right? So let's first check the null values of each of the columns. So for that we can call sales master dot is null, and then on this we can call sum. This will count the null values for each of the column, right? So we have null values in sales date, we have null values in customer name, we have null values in city name, country name, also in price, right? So there could be different mechanisms to address the null values. You can replace null values with mean or median or mode. It depends what type of data do you have. So if you don't want to remove null values directly, you can replace those null values with appropriate value, such as replace the city name or country name with others. If you don't have exact name of the city for that particular record, so you can replace with others or any specific value that you want to replace at the place of null. But in this example, I'm going to remove all these records containing the null values. So for that, we are going to call sales master dot drop NA. Okay, and once it is dropped, we are going to save the result back to sales master. Okay, let's verify this using the same statement. So now we don't have any null values inside these columns, right? So now we don't have null values. Now let's identify invalid records or values for columns. Okay, so we are going to identify the different columns containing the incorrect values. Like we saw negative values were inside the price or quantity, so we need to check those columns and we have to remove those records that have incorrect values, right? So let's say we are going to check first for the price column. Let's say price should not be less than or equals to 0. Okay, we are going to check it as sales master. On that we are going to apply filter sales master. On price column we are going to check, are there any records which contains values less than or equals to 0. Okay, so if there are any records containing the price value less than or equals to 0, we will remove those records, right? So here if we see, we have zeros inside price column, so means this is incorrect value for the price column. So how many records are there for price which contain 0 or negative values? You can also count sales master less than or equals to 0, and here we can apply a sum function. This will return us number of rows which contain the price value as 0 or less than 0. Okay, so there are 213 records where the price value is either 0 or less than 0. So it means these records are incorrect, right? So we need to remove these records. We need to clean that data. Okay, so let's remove those data. We simply just copy paste this. We are going to only keep price values which are greater than 0. Okay, and then we are going to store these values inside sales master. Okay, so means we are going to select the records where the price value is greater than 0. So this will automatically remove the rows or records where the price value is less than 0 or equals to 0. Okay, so let's run this. Now let's recheck this using this statement again. So there is no record which contains price values 0 or less than 0. Okay, so means we have corrected the values for the price column. Now let's check the quantity column. Okay, so quantity should not be less than 1. Okay, so how we are going to check? We are going to apply filter on quantity column. Okay, sales master, and here we are going to select the column that is quantity. Okay, and we are going to check whether the value of the quantity is less than or equals to 0. If there are some records, show us. Okay, so means there are some records where the quantity value is less than 0 or equals to 0. Okay, so if you see here, we have negative values for the quantity, so these records are incorrect, right? So we have to remove those records as well. Similarly, you can count how many records there are where the quantity value is less than or equals to 0. For that, you can call sum again. So there are 285 records where the value of quantity is either 0 or less than 0. So we need to remove these records as well. Similarly, we are going to filter sales master. Here the column will be quantity. Okay, and then we are going to keep only values that are greater than 0 for the quantity. Okay, and then we are going to save these records inside sales master. Okay, now let's recheck again. I'm going to paste it here so that we can differentiate it. See, previously we were having 285 records where the quantity value was either 0 or less than 0. So we removed those records and only kept the records where the quantity value is greater than 0, right? So now there is no any record where the value of quantity is less than 0 or either 0. So now this column also contain the accurate values. Now let's move to another column, that is discount. So let's see what we have inside discount, right? Inspect discount column. Okay, for discount column, we are going to check whether there are any records which are having discount value less than 0 or maybe higher than 100%. So for that, so we are going to check whether there are any records containing the discount value less than 0. So there are some records. See here, we have discount values negative. There is a possibility that we might have discount value higher than 100%. So let's check what are the different values for the discount column. Sales master, here we are going to check the discount values dot unique. This will give us the list of unique values inside the discount column. So if you see here, we have 0, we have 0.2 means 20%, we have 0.1 means 10%, we have 50.0 means this is almost 5000%, this is 200%, this is 100%. So this is negative value. So we are going to remove this as well. Okay, or we can check how many records for each of these values do we have. Okay, we can sum or count the total values for each of this category or for each of the discount value. So let's see, we have this much number of records with discount 0. That's okay. Means there are some transactions where there is no discount. There are some transactions where 0.1% discount was given, means 10% discount was given. Here 20% discount was given. But there are some records which are incorrect values for the discount column. Okay. So now we need to remove these discount values, right? So the discount should be between 0 to 0.5. Okay. So means this will be up to 50%. Okay. So we are going to only keep these records and remove the remaining one. Okay. So let's remove those records. Sales master. Here we are going to apply filter the discount values and only keep those which are between 0 and 0.5. Okay. So we are using column that is discount less than 0, or let's just copy this and paste here discount 0.5. Okay, means we are going to check are there any records which have these discount values less than 0 and greater than 0.5. Okay, let's see, do we have these kind of records? Yes, we have. Okay, if you see here, we have 50 means 5000%. Here we have 200%, 100%. So we only need to keep the records where the discount value is either greater than or equals to 0 and the discount value less than or equals to 0.5. Okay, means we are going to remove these records. Okay, and then we are going to keep these records back to the sales master column, sales master data frame. Or another way of removing those records could be, you can simply call between function. Okay, here sales master on discount column dot between, we are going to pass the range that is 0 comma 0.5. Okay, so means it is only going to keep the records where the discount values are in this range. Okay, 0 to 0.5. So if you want to verify, we can verify like sales master discount dot between 0 comma 0.5 dot sum. Okay, so this will give us the records where the discount values are between 0 to 0.5, right? But we are going to check those records where the value of discount is not between this and this. So for that, we can simply use not sign here. Okay, so this symbol is used for the not operator. Okay, so means only show those records where the discount value is not between this range, right? So now it shows 0, means there is no any record where the discount value is not between this range. Previously the discount values was having negative values or higher than 100%. So now there is no any record where the discount values is not between this range. Okay, now let's see what we have inside country column. Sales master, we have country name column, and then we are going to calculate values count. This will give us number of unique name of the country and how many record for each country do we have. Okay, so let's run this. So here we have country name as United States, United States of America, US, USA. So that means here we have inconsistent values for the country name, right? So we are going to replace all these with United States, right? So let's update sales master. So here we have country name. Okay, we are going to set this to sales master country name dot replace. This is a function. Here we are going to give a dictionary. Let's say we are going to replace this US with United States, right? So we say replace US with United States. Okay, comma, we also need to replace USA with United States. Okay, comma, there is another value which is United States of America, so we also need to remove that as well with United States. Okay, so now let's copy this. Okay, so now Wherever it founds US, it will replace it with the United States, and it will replace USA with United States. It will replace United States of America with United States. So means our data will be now consistent. Okay. Now let's run this again. Now we only have United States inside the country name. Okay. So similarly, if you want to check the names of the city, you can do that as well, right? Like you can call city name. So means we have these cities and it looks that we don't have any duplicate or inconsistent name of the any specific city. Okay. So similarly, you can also check product category. Here you can just pass product category. So for product category, we have these categories and it seems the data is accurate and there is no any category which have multiple inconsistent records. So this is how you can check different columns and can correct the records as per your requirement, right? So one other thing that was now we can check data types, sales master dot d types. So if you see here, we have sales data that is still having the data type as a string. So we need to change this to sales master and its column sales date. We are going to replace its type to pd dot to date time, and here we are going to pass the name of the column, that is sales master, and it is sales date. Okay, so here we are going to change the data type of sales date column to date time and save it back to the sales master. Okay, now if we check this again, now we have sales date as date time. Okay, so this is how you can clean your data. We removed null values, we identified the incorrect values for certain columns and removed those incorrect records. We changed the data types if it was incorrect, and we removed the negative values for certain columns. We also looked for the inconsistent values that were inside the countries column, and we removed those inconsistent values with appropriate value for that particular column, right? So this is how you can remove inconsistent data and make the data clean. Okay, and then you can use this data for the analysis. So in the next video we will learn how we can perform data analysis. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.